On Evacuation Day, the Patriots and the British troops wanted to occupy Dorchester Heights.
British lieutenant looks up from Boston at the high grounds just to the south, now Dorchester Heights. Says, wow, I should probably grab those high grounds. And the colonials in the surrounding Cambridge, Roxbury, Dorchester looked up those heights and said, wow, I should grab those heights. And it was the colonials that took the initiative. They were the first to capture the heights.
This crucial victory was made possible through the efforts of General Henry Knox, who transported 60 tons of cannon and armaments
so that he could place them overlooking the harbor and making sure that they got the attention of the British naval fleet.
Henry Knox brought them from Fort Ticonderoga using over 100 oxen to pull them to Boston.
He was 25 years old. He was a bookseller, a normal man just like the rest of his men.
And we have to give credit to the young butcher, baker, sailmaker.
People that were thrust into being soldiers, just regular people with really nothing but ideals for a free country.
They actually put straw around the wheels of the wagon to deaden the sound, so in case anyone was listening, they wouldn't have to get into a fight beforehand.
Then when the British troops woke up the next morning, they realized that
they snuck there at night. They planned an attack, but a big ice storm.
A blizzard happened, and
which basically meant there was a bunch of ice everywhere, and some people even described it as a hurricane.
When faced with the prospect of a fortified heights, the British troops evacuated Boston.
It was a very pinnacle point in American history as it ended the siege of Boston, which if we didn't do that, then Lord knows what would have happened to America in this country.
You know, without Evacuation Day, you don't get to Independence Day. You don't get to a free country. You don't get the nation that we have today. And it all starts right here on this hill.
Dorchester Heights is sort of a sign of like how the United States had their freedom.
It's just ironic that now I'm up here looking over this great site and recognizing one of the greatest tributes to America has.
While I'm up here, one of my favorite things to do is watch the sunset right over there.
I could see the whole city and the whole entire Southie.
I noticed that you can see the mountains behind it.
And it will be really exciting because I will be standing right on our history, like when George Washington defeated the British.
The war will go on for 8 more years, but what happens here on these heights is really the beginning of the end, as the British realize they cannot defeat these people who are able to mobilize and fortify these heights overnight and force the British fleet and the British Army to leave Boston.
Boston's actions that day were integral to winning the fight for independence. That's why we commemorate this day year after year.
It's obviously St. Patrick's Day, but it's also Evacuation Day. And it's such a great day in American history, and I love being there, being at the parade with all my friends, and also being up at the Heights.
I don't think I've missed a year since I've been 10 or 11 years old that I haven't been up the Heights on St. Patrick's Day, Evacuation Day.
It's a combination of our immigrant history, our American history, our revolutionary history, and how important what took place here was at Dorchester Heights.
So whether you are a neighbor who comes to the Heights for reflection, or someone to walk their dog, on a leash of course, or a student from one of our many schools who comes to learn of history, or to imagine the heroic acts that took place here on the Heights. Dorchester Heights is a significant symbol to Boston and to our nation. I invite you to be our partner in conserving, in preserving this special national monument for generations to come.
I've been coming up here ever since I was a kid.
I used to come up here all the time to play ball, to play baseball.
Played tackle football over here, and the go-to play was downhill on right, on 2.
I've been going to Dorchester Heights since I was like 5 years old with my best friend because she lives just down the street from it.
Me and my mom and my dad went up there because we always take like a walk every day. I went with my class, and sometimes I go with my brothers to like take pictures. I like how it's a big, nice space, and I like the big building there. When the field is dry, when like grass is dry, you can like play on the grass.
And when it's summer, I like to go through the sprinklers, like run through them.
I usually like to play fishy, cross my ocean, and rock, paper, scissors. I would climb up it and then roll down it, and then keep doing that.
Yeah, I just go up there, have fun with my friends, and then go back down and maybe watch a movie with one of my friends. So
I probably just like to play up there and enjoy the time I get up there, knowing that I'm sitting on Boston's history.